Okay guys, we're just going to work on a very quick project today, and in today's project I'm going to demonstrate how we can deploy a simple game web application uh, on Amazon EC2 instance using Docker. So we are going to go through the entire process step by step, from building our code locally to containerizing it using Docker, and at the end of the day we are going to push our code from our local environment um, to the cloud, and also give it some necessary permissions that will enable us to access our web application on the browser. So this kind of setup, this kind of project is ideal for hosting a lightweight application in a more portable and scalable way. So without having to waste much of our time, let's get to the screen and get it done. Okay, okay, guys. So as you can see, I have launched an EC2 instance. You can see our instance state is on running. Instance type T2 micro, which is among the free tier, and availability soon US is one. So I'm currently running on US, not Virginia. Okay. And this is the name actually for our instance, though it actually do not matter because the name can change at any time. So we are going to be deploying our web application to this instance. Okay, so let me go to my VS Code so you can see our code. Okay, so this is going to be our project. Okay, so I should just do this. Okay, let's make it full screen so you can see. So this is going to be a project. So you can see we have the assets, we have the vendor, we have the contact.html, index.html, and we have all our files, and this is the name of the project. Okay, so I think I'm just going to change this name to make it very simple for us to grab new folder. So there's a folder here, and open it. Okay, so all our files are back. So you have to be careful when you're changing names, right? So okay, so this where we have all our code. So we are going to be deploying this. We're going to run Docker on this code. We are going to containerize it using Docker. So we're going to containerize this using Docker, then push it to Amazon instance, our cloud environment. Okay, so let's I'm going to launch my terminal now. So okay, so just open our terminal. Right, let's open our terminal. Okay. Okay, so I've launched my terminal. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I've launched my terminal. You can see the current directory. You can, if I run this command pwd, so I'm actually on my local terminal. So first thing I need to do, I need to change it. I need to navigate to the AWS cloud environment. Okay, so I'm just gonna run this command. I'm gonna run this command now. SSH -I. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to go to where I have my key pair. Okay, so I have to navigate to where I stored my key pair. Remember, when you are creating an instance, okay, you have to create a key pair. Instead that you use an existing one or you create a new key pair, okay, and download the credentials to your system. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm navigating to the directory where I have my key pair. Okay, so this is the name of my key pair. If I go back to this, let's just go back a bit. So if I do, you can see this under download, this is my key pair here, right? That's the key pair. So that's the same thing I'm doing here, right? So I run SSH-I, then go to the directory. Then after this one now, the next command that you're going to type is you are going to navigate to where you have your folder, like the locations that you have your projects. So in my own case, if I go back here, okay, if I go back, it's still under download, right? So it means it's still going to be in the same directory. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to run FNI, right? So still download. Oh, sorry, download, right? So the name of my file, my project X2, right? So you can see. So that's what I'm going to do. And the next thing I'm going to do is to make it tell the terminal that I want to send this to EC2 instance. So EC2 dash user at, so you get your public IP. So let me just go to our instance so we can fetch our public IP. Okay, so if we come to our instance, come down, let me pull this up a bit. So you come down, click on this, okay, come down, come to details, right? Under the details, you see your public IP address, right? So this is your public IP. So you can copy this, this way what we need, then we can go back to our terminal. So EC2 dash user at this particular ID, right? So what we're going to do, okay, I think I should even change this SSH. It's because what we are doing now, we want to copy the files that we have. So I'm just going to run CSP instead of SSH. So CSP -I. So that is source. We are copying from the source, right? So with this permission, with this pin key, we are going to copy this and we are going to, where are we copying it to our virtual environment. Okay, so let's hit enter. Okay, I'm not sure that copied. Okay, it did not copy. I'm missing something. So we're going to put column, then tilt sign. Okay, so this should work now. Let's see. Okay, it's working. So you can see we are it's copying our index.html, contact.html, put everything that we actually had in our visual code, VS Code, our local terminal, our local machine, whatever you want to call it, So you can see it's doing a great job here. Okay, so you can see it's copying all the images, everything, right? You can see. So depending on the complexity of your project, so it might take a shorter time. Like the previous project I deployed, it didn't take up to 30 seconds. What you can see, this one is still reading up to now, but it's quite fast because we are dealing with the cloud, right? So let's wait for it to finish. Okay, so we're done. So I'm just going to clear my screen so we have more space. So you can see we are done copying our files. So the next thing that we're going to do now, we are going to navigate to our cloud environment so that we can see if whatever we copied actually reflects on the cloud. So we're going to SSH -I, right? So download. So what are we navigating? We are still using our keepem, right? To do that, then EC2 to dash user. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So, oh, sorry, SSH. There's a mistake there. SSH, not double S. SSH, not SSHI. Okay, so we are navigating back to our cloud environment, that is the EC2 instance, from our local terminal to probably check if whatever we copied to the EC2 instance, if it was successful. Okay, so you can see from this symbol now, it actually tells you that we've logged into Amazon environment successfully. Okay, so let's just say ls. Okay, so wow, so you can see I have two applications in this EC2 instance. This particular instance, now it was one before, but because of the one I just deployed now, so making it two. Okay, so now let's navigate to cd into x2 game, right? And let's see what we have there. You can see we have readme.md, assets, html, contact.html, blah 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 blah, vendors. Okay, the same thing that we had in VS Code. So you can see how it's actually very simple for us to navigate our way around, right? Okay, so what the next thing that we're going to do now is that we are going to we are going to containerize this application now. That's the next thing that we will do. Okay, so now what's the next thing for us to do? Remember this instance, I already have it's a running instance, meaning the instance is up like what we saw in our terminal. If I do cd dot go back a bit. Okay, if I do ls, so you can see I have two applications in this instance. This particular application, I'm running a container application already, right? So I will not need to repeat some certain commands, right? So I'm just going to cd into the x2 game, right? And the next thing we are going to do is we're just going to build our container, right? We're just going to build this particular image. So let's do that. So we're going to run this command docker build -t, then the name of our app. So let's just give it this, let's return the same name, gaming, right? So you can see the command that we run here. You can see the command is docker build -t, then the name of the image. Oh, sorry, that's that. Let's check docker build -t. Yes, gaming. Oh, sorry, my bad. So I omitted something. So space dot, right? It's very important. So what actually you're doing now, it's very important for you to add this. Okay, so you can see. Oh, another thing. The name of our image must be in lowercase. So we have to follow this name convention, right, for us to get these things right. Okay, so let's call it x2 gaming and hit enter. Our docker file is building. Okay, result search file. Okay, I know what the problem is. Okay, so no such file. Yeah, that's true. So we don't actually have, let's see, yes, you can see we don't have Docker file here. So let's nano, we can film Docker file, sorry. So let's write a simple script to Docker file. We can do it like this, or we can go back to our VS Code, but since we are on the terminal, let's just do it since we are on the terminal. Okay, Docker file. Okay, so from let's write this from engine x alpine. Okay, so this is the base image we are using for the project. Okay, so the next one, we are not going to write so much, so just the simple stuff that we need. So copy, what are we copying from? Right, USR. So we're going to just share nginx and dash html. Let's check, hopefully this will work. Okay, so sorry, so escape even wq. Okay, so let's run that again. Docker build. Boom. Okay. Okay, so let's try and fix this. Okay, so let's navigate back to, let's vim into our Docker file. Okay, before we do that, let's even see if the Docker file was created. Okay, we have our Docker file here, so let's vim into it. We can vim, we can nano vim into Docker. Okay, so let me just add this command to it. Okay, so let me delete this guy. Okay, so let me add this command to it. Okay, so save and quit. Let's see. Okay, so Docker run. Docker build. So let's build our image again. Okay, so our image has successfully built, right? Successfully built our image. Okay, so we've successfully built our image. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let's run Docker on it and map the ports. Okay, so let's say Docker run -g, that's running detached mode, -p. So we are going to be doing port mapping now. So we're mapping port 5. Remember the other application that we have is running on port, I would have said port 5000, but the other application is running on port 5000 already. So just going to say 501. Okay, we are going to map it to port 5000, right? Then the next name of our image, x2 gaming. Okay, so that's it. So let's hit enter. Okay, so we've successfully built our image. So let's do Docker PS and see. Docker PS. Oh, sorry, Docker PS. Docker. Okay, Docker PS. Okay, Docker PS. So let's see. As you can see, our application is running, right? So you see we have two applications, two images running, right? We have the X2 gaming, and we also have the other one running as well, right? So let's see how we can, right, access this application, right? Okay, so let's see how we can access it on the browser. So our application is running, you can see. So you can see the duration 3 hours ago. Wow, this up to 3 hours. Okay, so 30 seconds ago. So let's go to our instance. Remember the port, this is the port that we're running on, right? So let's go to our instance and pick our sorry about that. Let's grab our public IP. So this is our public IP here, right? So let's come to our web browser and say http http:// then we'll paste our, then we're running on port 501. Okay, so our application has not been accessible. Okay, so I just remember something. Let's go and do this easily. Let's go and map this port. Let's go to our instance. Okay, so let's come to security, under security group. Okay, so under the security group, we can edit inbound. Okay, so let's edit inbound row, add a row for, we add a row for port 501, custom row, so allow it everything. So let's save it. Hopefully we can access our application now. So let's come back here and check. Okay, so we might need to stop this container. So let's just clear the screen. Let's just clear the screen. We might need to stop the running container. Docker ps, so we can do our stuff. Docker stop. Which container is using this guy? So let's stop this container. Let's stop this container here. Okay, so we've stopped it. So let's try and remap it. So docker okay, so let's map this again to this. Okay, so we good. So let's go try it out. So we can run this command. Okay, so yeah, we can run this command. Let's test it. Let's see. Okay, so it's working perfectly now. So this is our code. Okay, so let's clear the, looking messy. So let's clear it and let's go and run it on the terminal, on the browser. Okay, so like I said, so once if you run this command and you see your HTML code display like this on your browser, it means you are good to go, right? So let me just clear the screen. Okay, so I'm going to clear the screen, then I'm going to go to my browser. Let's go to our browser, right? Let's open our browser and let's go to http:// okay, so this is, so we just change this to 3. Boom. Finally can access our application. Pam 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 pam. Okay, so you can see our shops, products. So our application is working perfectly. So we have And that's a wrap on our projects today. We have successfully containerized a web application with Docker, deploy it to an EC2 instance, and make it available on the internet. Hopefully, this project help you understand how powerful cloud deployment can be. If you find this very helpful, don't forget to like and share the video and leave a comment. Let's see what project you would like me to work on. Right, so this is actually a new channel, and I would like and appreciate um, your contribution towards growing the channel. Bye, guys. See you.